All right, guys, welcome back. I'm going to talk about this while I'm driving home, okay? Now, you hear people talk about there's going to be a great transfer of wealth. You hear about this, and people have been saying this for years and years and years and years. And you have to think about it, like, is this really going to happen? Where and what and how is this going to happen? Is it going to be through cryptocurrency? Is it going to be through the stock market? Is it going to be just something that happens and all of a sudden the middle class and the lower class is just going to be wealthier? How? Like, how's that going to happen? And now they're saying it like in crypto, the transfer of wealth is going to happen in crypto. So are they saying it's going to be transferred from the wealthy down to us? And the wealthy is not going to be wealthy anymore? I mean, they're saying it's a transfer, right? Now, a lot of people don't know about crypto. Still, to this day, a lot of people have no clue what to do about crypto. They have no indication on what it is. And a lot of people only know, when you think of crypto, a lot of people only know about Bitcoin. I want you to do a survey. When you go to work or you see your friends, ask them if they know what Bitcoin is. Then start going down a list. Do they know have they ever heard of Ethereum? Have they heard of Dogecoin? Have they heard of Solana? Have they heard of XRP? And see what they say. A few people might have heard about the Dogecoin, and some people heard about Bitcoin. Some of the younger generation, I'm sure they've heard about it because it's in certain apps. It's like in Cash App, you can buy Bitcoin. So a lot of them know about it. But is there going to be a great transfer of wealth to like people like us? Because I've been hearing this for so many years and nothing's happened. We're all still going to work. We're all still busting our butt to try to make ends meet, and nothing's happened. You try to learn the stock market, you get lucky sometimes you don't. And now that crypto is starting to be more into the government, things are changing, right? And cryptocurrency went from, it was such a bad thing. The government and everyone's like, oh, it's a scam. It's such a bad thing. Like, dealers be using that to hide their money, and it's only used by dealers. But then when I thought about it, when the gov, they say they go seize someone's assets and they take their cryptocurrency, they take all the Bitcoin. You ever thought about what happens to that stuff? Because if they take it, in a way, aren't they, and if they keep it, aren't they kind of stealing from you? Because if they take it, it doesn't really belong to them, right? So how do they get to keep it and add it to their reserve? So all this time, they've been collecting all this crypto from people that they've locked up and they took it from because maybe it got stolen or whatever, or you did something wrong, they took your crypto and they kept it. And now they want to take it and put it all into a reserve and use it and keep it for themselves, which that's kind of crazy. But is this transfer of wealth going to happen? I don't know. But what I think is going to happen, because I really started thinking about this, because no one knows exactly who invented Bitcoin. They don't know the person. They assume that they know who it is, and some people say, "Oh, it's the gov. They the one who made this up." But we don't know that. Like, no one has a clear answer for this. So this is what I think is going to happen. It's just my opinion, my thought. When they say this great transfer of wealth is going to happen, we don't know who brought that up. We don't know the person that started that rumor or said it was going to happen. Satoshi, maybe, I don't know. But this is what I think is going to happen. I strongly feel like XRP is going to overtake Ethereum. Okay? I strongly feel that, especially the market cap of Ethereum. I think Ethereum is going to start to fall and crash. And I think the transfer of wealth is going to happen with Bitcoin. Not saying everyone's going to get rich off Bitcoin, but I'm saying whoever holds the most amount of Bitcoin, I think they're just going to flood it back into the market, and the market's going to crash. And they're going to sell it back to the market, and the market's going to crash. Bitcoin's going to crash. I really feel like Bitcoin is going to just crash. Is this our trash, man? Is this ours? No? No. Okay. So I do think it's going to crash. And I think the transfer of wealth is going to come from, they're going to take it all from the government, because, the government has gotten into cryptocurrency, right? And cryptocurrency is not the same like it was prior to them getting into cryptocurrency, because they took Bitcoin and made an ETF on the stock market, because they want to get a piece of this. When they first said it's a scam and all this thing that is bad, but they turn around and they added it to the stock market. That's kind of crazy. But I do think some of the holders, or the biggest holder of Bitcoin, is going to be sold back to the market, and it's going to crash. It's going to come way down, and it's going to affect all the other cryptos. And when it starts slamming down and everyone start panic selling, I think someone's going to scoop it back up at a very, very, very low price. All of it. Okay? I think all the money's going to get taken out of the government, because the government is holding a bunch of it. Unless the government's going to hold on to it and wait till it crashes and then buy it all up at the bottom. But I do think one of the whales that holds the most amount of Bitcoin, not the most, but one of the most, second most, third most, whatever, they're going to crash the market. It's just my thought, okay? I was thinking about this the other day. And the whole market's going to come slamming down. And then I do think Bitcoin's not going to stay on top. I do think XRP is going to be used for majority of things. Because once Bitcoin gets sold off and come crashing down, people are going to be scared again. People are going to be scared of cryptocurrency, right? And let me tell you, from experience, when people are in fear and they're selling and it start crashing like that, it takes some years to recover, but a lot of people scoop it all up at the bottom so it can recycle and start all over, right? Because Bitcoin, it is a cycle, but the cycle's different now because now there's ETFs and everything, and it's on the market. But you would think, since there's a limited supply of Bitcoin, and all these institutions are scooping all the coins up at an even faster rate. You would think the coins, it should be a lot higher, right? It should. Because they're claiming that all these institutions is buying up all these coins. They're buying up all these cryptos, right? So why hasn't the Bitcoin skyrocketed to $1 million? It's possible that may go in the future, but I do think it's going to be, I think it's going to crash. Okay? I think it's going to crash. But with that being said, I do think that XRP is going to come slamming down under $2, and then it's going to start running back up to like all-time highs and probably beyond. Okay? But that's it. I'm about to go ahead and enjoy this weather. Get all this mail. Get the trash. And I'll see y'all on the next one. All right, take care. Peace.